Hell yeah. Yo!
Pew, 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 pew.
Hey!
Right to it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Banter the Multiverse unboxing. This is live, y'all. As you can see, that none of this is rehearsed. This is not sponsored by that company of computer makings. Hi to our wonderful viewers. I mean, yes, it could be. It could be sponsored by them, but until we have the go-ahead.
Should be.
Yes.
Should be.
So if there's a company that starts with an A or R, whoa, hi.
Starts with an R and ends with an R.
You can sponsor us.
And you know what? If a company that starts with an A wants to sponsor us, I will also take that.
Mm-hmm. And it happens to be fruit-shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anaconda.
Don't want none unless you got funds. Han!
Hey everyone! I don't know what the heck is going on. We found out today that Bo's not feeling well, so he's going to be off tonight and tomorrow. And so Warren is out of town, so we decided we should do something rather than just being off like we have been in the past. So we're gonna do. So I called James and I was like, hey James. There's this store out by you that has a lot of miniatures.
Yeah, lots of miniatures. And this is only one of the boxes we're gonna be unboxing, which is in fact actually 8 boxes. Monsters of the Multiverse, there we go, I said it this time correctly. We got an 8-pack, which is apparently known as a brick. We got a full brick, and we got a lot of loose ones down here. And yeah, damn! We're gonna unbox every single one of these. And Drew, if we could put up the miniature shot we got here.
You can kind of see what we're getting. Oh, hold on, let me get this out of the way.
Boom! Look at that.
My arm is in. Oh, look at that ass. I saw that crack.
If Duracell sponsors us, that means that this little thing can spin around forever and ever.
Yeah, it is. What's funny is it's solar powered, so it's powered off the lights that are pointed at it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and look, we got a little tiny shot there, so that way you can also see our mugs with the miniatures down below. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So, thank you to Drew for going with the punches and setting up the systems and figuring stuff out. So appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hef. $500, 500 bits. That'd be nice. 500 bits for the finger guns.
Pew pew. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, y'all. If you were betting on 7:04 Pacific Standard Time that Thomas would be leaving, you won. You did it. Good job on that bet. So yeah, today we're gonna be unboxing, and hello Tamagotora. Yes, we are unboxing and answering questions if you so would like. We're just gonna be chilling, hanging out for the next couple of hours because we got this bad boy to unbox, all 8 of them, as well as all these in here to unbox. So we're unboxing a lot tonight, but it's gonna be a casual time. So if you have any questions about QNC, about me or Thomas, or about hot gossip that I definitely don't mind sharing, throw those comments in the chat. We have it pulled up right here, and we'll be here with y'all for the evening. Yeah. Well, he is still getting that rental situated, so I think for being part of the early viewing party, let's get one of these cracked open. Your friend said she had 11 stickers when you helped her clean her desk. She only had a total of 10 stickers. How many Kit Kats did James eat? How many Kit Kats did I eat? Well, it doesn't matter how many Kit Kats I ate. What matters is I ate them the proper way, aka you snap it off and then you eat it one at a time, instead of like a heathen stripping the chocolate with your teeth. I am speaking to Amy and Tiana because they are not able to defend themselves right now. Yeah. I am having a troubling time getting rid of plastic. Maybe I should have done this beforehand, but I wouldn't be able to show you how many boxes are in a brick here, which are 8.
Do we even know what monsters are in these things?
There's there's 50 different kinds.
There's some.
50 miniatures in this set of Monsters of the Multiverse. Hopefully, what will happen is we will have 32 unique ones. And hopefully no extras, no whammies. Yes! Tell Tiana right now that she eats her Kit Kats like a heathen along with Amy. Heathens. So, yeah. I was just telling them they can ask us questions.
Do you want to use a knife? I mean, I can prep some of these because I think that there are.
Oh yeah, they are taped.
Yeah.
As you can see, we are marvelous TV as we try and figure out what the hell we're doing here.
You know, so the Leatherman should really sponsor us.
They really should, and I forgot mine, even though it's sitting on my desk. I was just looking at it straight in the eye. I was like, I don't need it. Yeah, I think what would be interesting is if we do like one of these, one of those, because we got a lot of these Monsters of the Multiverse ones, and then we can do other ones. Oh, I already cracked one open.
Oh, we're into it now.
We're into it, y'all. Let's get a little stack here. There we go. Aesthetic.
Shit. I forgot to hit record on the cameras.
Oh. Well, we'll import that from Twitch, right, Thomas?
I don't even know if we're gonna use it, but whatever.
So yeah, that is. Oh God, no.
Did we get a big one? Oh, we got the big boy. Big boy.
So I don't know if we got. And we got some small boys too. I almost crushed them with my hands. Whoops. Hello, Pixel Rose. Welcome, welcome.
Howdy.
Yeah, so we're doing an unboxing and a Q&A. So throw in those questions in the chat, which we already have one. While you're up, want to focus the camera too?
Which one?
Which one? Is it the wide shot?
Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, that's fun. So we got a big boy, but we'll save that for a little bit later.
Is that better?
Yeah, can you see me now? There we go. Cool, and I don't know if it recorded from the YouTubes, but if YouTube, this is your beginning, welcome to our unboxing. I don't know if we're going to put this on YouTube, but we're gonna, nice pores, thank you. I exfoliate every now and then. And thank you, Tamagotora, for the 500 bits.
Ooh.
Speaking of Tamagotora, the question is, do you like to pick subclasses based more on mechanics or flavor? And while you think on that, we're going to put this Canoloth on the little...
Oh my God, that's gross.
The little, bam. Look at that. Oof.
Yeah.
I just gotta say, y'all, when I was buying miniatures back in 3.5, they were nowhere near this detailed. And it's really cool to see the evolution that has happened since.
That is crazy looking. What are their small miniatures? Because there's what, 4 in a box?
Yes, 4 in a box.
I don't know why I asked that. I knew that, but.
But yeah, Thomas.
Subclasses.
Very carefully on.
I don't know. I honestly don't make enough characters. like this latest one, this GIF was going to be a subclass of a Vengeance Paladin. There's no way that's going to happen by the time I actually get to pick that. Redemption Paladin maybe, or something, or I have no idea. I need to look at the Paladin subclasses.
Yeah. Next up, we got this Rudderkin.
Oaths, as they're called.
Yeah, we got a Rudderkin here that's gonna take the place of the Caneloth.
What is a Rudderkin?
Oh gosh.
I mean, it looks like an undead something.
I think it's an abomination technically. Ooh, and look at that mouth coming out of the hand there. It's gonna come right back around for y'all. Yeah, for me, subclasses, I think at the outset, I think it's mechanically based. Like, what do I want to play as for characters? And then if it happens to be like a multi-class situation, I think I do more of a story-based evolution of a character.
Yeah.
So I think that's more the deal for me.
I think it's, for me, it's a combination. So when I did Sebastian, I wanted a healing, you know, but I didn't want to play a cleric because I had been playing lots of clerics in 3.5. So when we started that show, I decided to do a sorcerer, and Xanathars came out, and it was a Divine Soul Sorcerer, and it was like, that's perfect. So then I made my backstory fit.
Yeah.
So
we got a pink-haired goblin.
I should leave him out.
Yeah, let's see here. Well, they got the.
They'll be in the, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Well, we can put them in front.
What
of the
is this? A pink-haired goblin?
Just a pink-haired goblin.
Oh, that'd be a cool mini if you're playing a pink-haired goblin.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not just.
With an eye patch. Look at that eye patch.
Yeah. It's not just monsters. You could actually get some character minis in a way.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's. It's a mix of either or. I think if it's like a one shot, I might be like, I haven't played a fighter. Oh, and then let's do this type of fighter to just have fun with a fighter. Yeah.
I am looking forward to a certain fighter that I heard about the other day, but that's about all that I can say about it. Kind of the reflavor of the Archer.
Yes. Yes. I mean, yeah. I don't. We'll announce it a little later, but.
I mean, I think we can say what we're doing without giving specifics.
Without giving specifics, but we'll tantalize you for a bit. What
the fuck is that thing?
It's a Drider, with a or Steeder, excuse me, with a
Drow
Durgar.
Oh.
This is one of our big boys. You can see it very tiny here, but it will go big on the screen in just a second.
Is it going to be able to spin? Oh,
yeah.
Jeez, that is, that's insane.
Like, you can see bags and ropes, and so like these creatures, like the Durgar riding them, they're essentially like the cavalry, the horses of the Underdark.
Andrew, you're right though. Definitely, you know, if this was somebody's home painted one, you would get a lot more into the crevices and a lot more contrast and stuff. But dang.
Yeah, it is straight up on the booty right now, just scraping along. That's gotta be a rash.
That's why Bo couldn't be here. He's just scraping his booty.
I didn't say it, Thomas did. Speaking of Thomas, when will Board Game Wednesdays come back?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. I miss playing board games a lot. And I also miss just the relaxation of a board game after...
Relaxation?
I mean, the RPGs are like work.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a job. It's like, I've got to prep, I've got to plan, or I've got to, all of this stuff. Whereas a board game is, as the YouTube comments, you don't even know how to play it. You just, start playing. And it's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
I almost got my neck sliced open like Salman Rushdie. Jesus.
But yeah, we not only got these lovely Monsters of the Multiverse one, the store that I went to pick these up had a butt ton of booster packs. And this one is a
Ravenloft. Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
And we're gonna slowly start amassing our creatures over here.
Talk about that one.
Who do we have here? It's almost like a Harley Quinn. Duchess Honair, which I'm assuming is a character in the Van Richten's Ravenloft campaign setting. But she's got cool, like, masquerade mask. This is fun, and then got some wiry, translucent hair if you want to throw her over there.
Oh my god, there's like 5 things in here.
5.
So
that's really tiny.
So I like how you're like, oh, this must be someone from the module. When I did the Avernus unboxing, I said the same thing about Zerial because I didn't know who Zerial was. I was like, oh, wow, this one has to be important. Is it just? Oh, it's different heads.
Yes. For a headless monster, we got a male presenting and a female presenting head that you can actually stick on.
That's whatever one isn't on there is just gonna get lost.
Yeah.
Look, that's oh wow. There's like some...
I think. Oh no! I mean, it looks really dumb.
Actually, look at that mini. That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's Andrea of the Burbs. That's one of my problems. Is I have a butt ton of board games, but no one to play them with, and that just feels like everything.
Amy doesn't like board games. that is. Look at the games on this guy.
I know. Like he's positively ripped.
That head does not match whatsoever. I don't think anybody's expected to like look at these this close. Also, it's just like a little blurry.
Yep, I would. That head will likely be vacuumed up on this floor in a few days. I have no doubts. How do they work? Oh, can we see the mini close up again, please? We missed the mask. Oh, wait.
Oh, the mask on that one. So this is the...
Oh, yeah, he ate his Wheaties.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just... that head is going to go away. This one is cool, though.
I do like that one. It's got a very strong silhouette.
Mm-hmm. It is a ghost.
I'm not quite sure.
I mean, it's got no legs.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's floating. Are you familiar with Ravenloft Van Richten?
I'm not.
Me neither. So that's not helpful. Oh, this one's fun. We got a.
I'm so glad James is here.
Whistling Fiend? Why?
Because there's no way that I could read any of these things. Unless I do this. Be like, oh yeah.
It's a Whistling Fiend.
Whistling Fiend.
You just... Oh, it's got a very,
it's got a heart.
aliens.
It has a heart in its hand. Ah.
Kind of looks like the aliens from, well, Aliens.
Yeah. The Xenomorphs?
Yeah. You can tell how much I watch Aliens.
And is that a... The heck is that?
I think it's just a basic-ass zombie. Oh, no. Well, I mean, technically, so it's a Jiangxi.
Oh, really? It's a jumping zombie.
Yeah, the jumping zombies of Chinese folklore. Yeah.
I'll have to give that one to Ezra. Talk me about the worst monster. If they can only hop. Like, yeah, I'll just walk away from you.
Well, oh god, so I'm forgetting the movie, but there was a movie where they're essentially like vampires, but they're also kind of like zombies in the way that they are in Chinese folklore, and it's just so funny. And I'm forgetting what the movie's called, but it's one of the Hong Kong films that I need to.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Which is an amazing movie. Okay, Big Trouble in Little China. So my friend Connell, who moved to Washington State when we were in high school.
That's not what?
Yep.
An outhouse?
Yep, they gave us an outhouse.
An outhouse mini? Or is it a yeah?
No, it's an outhouse mimic. Oh, does the door
Oh
open?
no way!
The door does open. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's really cool.
An outhouse mimic. That is awesome. That is so rad.
So yeah, my friend Connell moved to Washington State, and he's like, putting it frankly, he really did hang out with a lot of Asians when he was living in Florida. So his one cultural touchstone for Asian culture was Big Trouble in Little China, and he's like, "Have you guys watched Big Trouble in Little China?" And we're like, "No." Yep.
Wait
3,
for it.
2,
Wait for it.
boom.
Ah!
Yeah, imagine that tongue coming up while you're taking a shit.
No.
But yeah, and he's just like,
speaking of meerkatting,
watch that movie, and it was an amazing movie, especially the part where they're fighting with the lasers with their fingers, with like the spirits, and it's oh god, it's James Hong, and oh gosh, who was the other actor? It was a young Asian actor, but they're just like, and then there's a light, like lightsaber fight coming out of their fingers as they're fighting. If you haven't seen it, Big Trouble in Little China, it is great. And also the main character played by, oh gosh, not Dirty Dancing Dude. It's
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. He was Ego in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt Russell.
Was he?
Yes.
I don't know Guardians of the Galaxy 2. He was in Overboard with Goldie Hawn.
Yes. Yes. I do know that one.
This is a dolphin.
Yeah. It's a dolphin. What kind of dolphin?
It says it here, but I can't read it.
Dolphin Delighter.
No, that's a meerkat.
Some of these models have interesting names.
Yeah,
we're
what
building up our connection
is
here.
this thing? This is
Durgar Soulblade. Oh, that would have been nice for Rime of the Frostmaiden, because we all fought against one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kurt Russell's character in Big Trouble in Little China effectively does nothing until the very end, where it's just like he catches the knife and throws it back, and he's just like, "It's all in the reflexes." And the entire movie, he's just saying, "It's all in the reflexes." And every time he gets his ass handed to by like falling rocks, he's like a D&D character, which just loses all the time.
That is cool. Soul Blade.
Soul Blade.
That's out of what book is Soul Blade?
Soul Blade, I believe, is technically Volo's, but I did put y'all facing
Deep
one.
Gnome.
A Deep Gnome, yeah. Snifferblins.
But that's a Deep Gnome PC right there. That is not
Straight up, like you got all the colors and almost gosh, what is that trident? Almost, it's kind of like Indian design. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's get another box.
Another box.
We're gonna be here for 10 hours if we don't start unboxing some of these things.
Let's see. We got Snowbound. Snowbound.
This is interesting. This I'm interested in.
Okay, so we got a Kniff here.
Because the last booster I bought was Icewind Dale, or maybe I just got a couple of boosters of those.
Yeah, no, these, it says Snowbound, but it's essentially looking at the creatures. It's Icewind Dale.
Which is also funny because they actually had an Icewind Dale box.
Yeah, what do we got here? Ooh.
That's where I got the Knucklehead Triute from.
Oh, we got a decent boy, We'll save you for later. But we got one, we got two. Where's the third one? Oh, there we go. Oh, what are these boys? They're the Lokatath.
Oh, is that the fish people?
Yes.
Locath Rising. There's a PC class for
Yes.
that in D&D Beyond.
And they're actually pretty, Ice Method.
That is actually really funny looking.
He's just so happy to be here.
Yeah. Hello, Ben. This is a descendant of Abe Froman Jr. right here.
Yeah, welcome. I see Alondra has joined us as well as Jay Matthews. Welcome, Squeal.
Welcome.
Hippie Dicky. I saw King Shikamaru at one point. Welcome, y'all. We're just unboxing stuff, and if you have any questions for me and Thomas, whether it be about campaigns, whether it be about QNC, whether it be about us, just throw it our way. Dungeons and Dragons, board games. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a skeleton sentinel. Yeah. It's a skeleton.
It's a skeleton.
The skeletons are much better than they used to be. What?
Yeah.
So I have to do this to even read this thing.
Ice Method.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all had to face a couple of those little
Yep.
bastards in Icewind Dale.
Those are elementals.
Yes. Essentially a mix of wind and water elementals that are they tend to be neutral evil, sorry, one more.
Oh, this is the big boy. You almost.
Yeah, we got a snow golem here.
I hear Drew. So we can't see Drew because we have put a giant TV right here. But I imagine he is cringing every time we open one of those things.
Because it is we got another big boy.
Oh, did you just say a snow golem?
Is it a snow golem?
I think so. it's the abominable snowman.
Is he gonna give us ice cream or snow cones in the Great North?
Too bad this wasn't out because that would be a lot of fun to just fight stuff like this. You know what else I kind of miss? Is the mittens.
Yeah.
Having the community make characters and then play a random box of minis. That's what Devin was doing. I can't read that. Oh, thank you, Drew.
Drow Shadowblade.
Shadowblade? Snowblade.
Shadowblade. Oh yeah, we're back onto the multiverse.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a PC as well.
Yeah.
Or that could be a bad guy.
Reminds me of that one purple. Oh yeah. Oh, was it Gromit? No, that's the dog.
Wallace and Gromit?
No, the purple,
Jeez, Gromit.
purple character from the McDonald's animation. Grimace, yes.
Yeah. That is the same color under these lights. I don't know if I'm hitting it with a kind of a teal highlight right here.
Yeah. Oh, he was talking about the snow golem.
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
Which is pretty true. Oh, we can put these two Abishai together. We got in this one. We got a black and green Abishai.
Oh, and they're fighting each other now.
Yeah. Oh, his blade's a little curved. Curves a little bit to the right, I see.
Yeah, he needs to see a doctor.
Yeah, no, Abishais are cool because you know how Tiamat is in like the Hells. Basically, these are her version of, or Hells or the Abyss. Where's she? She's lawful, right?
She's in the Hells.
In the Hells. So yeah,
She was trapped in the Hells.
her devil version of Dragonkin.
Yeah. I believe the Chaos Agents fought one of these on a battlefield. What else is in there, and will it fit?
Oh no, this one's a
So
wide
Chaos Agents
one.
it was either at the very beginning or the very end of the Blight arc. They fought an Abishai.
right. There we go. Yeah, you're solid. Yeah, this is a Catoblepus.
I wish that I knew what that was. I mean, it's got it's dinosaur-like.
Yeah, I know, these characters or these creatures tend to be in bog-like locations, and
How would you spell that?
Catoblepus.
Let's take a look at this.
Yeah, They're like a pachyderm. They're known for being really stinky.
It's a miserable mix of buffalo, dinosaur, warthog, and hippopotamus that live in swamps or wastelands.
Oh, so if it's part hippopotamus, is it your cousin?
No.
Okay.
Body of a buffalo. Oh, it's got a skunk stench. And it only comes out at the full moon. Which would, that's cool lore to add in. Actually, look at its face.
Yeah, the detailing on the face is really nice, actually.
This is hard to do backwards. Well, I'll leave it up there while another box gets open.
Yeah, let's see. That was another multiverse, so let's pull up...
Give me something. Use something.
Oh,
Anyway. The flare snail.
Flail snail.
Flail snails.
So this
What is this one? Boneyard.
Boneyard. So it should be undead, but I see also like a mind witness, so it's
And
gotta
a
be
T-Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex zombie.
You know.
Who knows? Will we get the Tyrannosaurus Rex? No, we won't. We'll get some... Oh, we got some will-o-wisps, I think? Oh, we got a creeping hand.
Oh, all right. Let's get that on there. That'll be a nice close-up if we can even get that one to work. That one's...
Oh, that's not bad.
Creeping hand. Creeping kid.
So, what was it? One of the things in Ram of the Frostmane is if you find treasure at, oh gosh, which lake was it? Lake Dualden? I don't remember. But if you do a certain quest, those are some will-o-wisps there. You do some of the quests, you will get a hag will tell you about some treasure
Okay.
within the waters, and it'd be like, don't kill me, but if you can have the treasure at the bottom of the lake, and it's like, okay, and then it shows up after like 3 moons or something like that. But when you open it, there's supposed to be 5 creeping hands that pop out, and then you gotta fight them. But it's also at like very low level, so.
Gotcha. All right, let's see. What is this guy? This is upside down. It's a wraith. Which is a fantastic Charlie Sheen movie in the...
Oh, they gave this one eyes.
These are so much like cooler sculpts. Like look at like how kinetic that is versus some of the old
Yeah.
minis.
It's the Renner killer.
Oh!
It's an ogre zombie. I'm still proud of being the only TPK of, or not TPK, sorry, like actual player death in QNC's history.
Did you do that? No. Matt killed Renner all on his own.
Yeah.
No, it had nothing to do with you.
Well, I mean, I could have been like, oh, yes, it's a zombie, but he's going to go and fight other people. But then you got to think about, what's a zombie going to do? A zombie's going to kill the thing that keeps pestering it and really smush it into the ground. Need more player deaths? I agree, Hef. I honestly believe that people shouldn't get too precious with their characters. It's more fun when there's actually the danger of losing them.
But you also want to be attached enough where it's
Yes.
meaningful. You know, like if you really don't care about a character and it dies, it's like, well, that's not good storytelling either.
Yeah. Ooh.
Changeling. Oh, it's Matt. Ooh, we could actually bring this out for when Matt changes into his changeling, normal looking. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
It kind of looks like, is it Silver Cat from Spider-Man? I keep throwing
Superhero things and I know
superhero
nothing
things
about.
at you that you don't give a shit about. But yeah. God, is it Silver Cat? Silver or something? This one's cool.
Yeah, this one
This
is very
Asimir is really cool.
Let's-
Not Nightwing, it's one of the Spider-Man characters.
I love how so much of these minis are translucent now. It's just awesome.
Not Silver Surfer. It's oh gosh, she has a romantic entanglement with Spider-Man, and I'm forgetting her name. It's not Black Cat. It's like Silver something.
Is this just a
just an Asimir? Let's see. We'll put you there, and then we have some cranium rats, which I actually brought into Dragon of Icespire Peak, because yeah, like
they were were rats.
Definitely, I think it's Black Cat. I think.
What's the difference? What does a cranium rat do than a?
So cranium rats are essentially messed with by mind flayers, and they're kind of like sentry units, but they're incredibly intelligent.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dragon of Icespire. So Pixel Rose, if you missed Dragon of Icespire Peak, it might be worth catching up on.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Might be worth catching up on because for reasons, right? Let's see. Oh, that's already.
So we had put that on as hey, the pandemic's going on. Let's do something Monday nights because that one's not going to come back until we're in person.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget that one too.
Who'd I miss? Oh.
And then it went for like 40 episodes.
41 episodes. Yeah, it was supposed. We were. Oh, it's a retriever. I like these ones are actually really cool in terms of their lore. They essentially are supposed to be retrievers to the land of Sigil, I believe. And they, it's for when people miss out on their court cases, essentially. They get these bastards sent after them.
Oh, I think like the Marut is also somehow in that same vein. You know, you can use this in Carbon 2185.
Yeah.
As like a metal construct coming at you.
Hell yeah, it is. Hey, Icewind Dale, wherever she may be. Ooh, nice. I'm just, this is really fun. Oh, and we got this one actually has a paper in it. What does this one say? Oh, whiskey.
Ha! Snatched rudely.
But yeah, so the Dragon of Icespire Peak was only supposed to be, a boggle. Not the board game.
And not the thing from Harry Potter.
But it was only supposed to be 8 episodes, but then we hit 8 episodes and thought, well, maybe we can keep going, I guess. And then it just progressed into a 41 episode campaign, which was a lot of fun, especially with starter sets. They are so bare bone. You really do get to fill it out with a lot of fun things. Yeah, that's a boggle. We got a Gloom Weaver here, part of the Shadar Kai.
Oh, yeah. Purple flames licking his buttocks.
Like, y'all thought the Drow were emo boys? Come on. Like, Shadar Kai, their whole basis of being is being depressed.
Where are they from?
They are from the Shadowfell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were elves that followed the, I want to say Matron of Ravens. That's Critical Role. The Raven Queen. To Shadowfell area, and as elves tend to be, they they absorb whatever place they're at, so they all become depressed people.
One of the top 5 were-rat moments on the show.
I think there's only 2.
2. Were there were-rats in Saltmarsh?
No. There was lizard folk.
Lizard folk.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that
This
segue.
one's like, this would be an awesome player mini for, God, what did I
Lizard
call my...
folk barbarian, right there.
Yeah, I forgot what I called my character.
It wasn't Undar, was it?
No, it wasn't Undar. But no, that's a sick... I like the the war paint.
Like the war paint, yeah.
That's sick.
That is rad. So top 5, I am partial to having Remy slowly find
there's
out
3.
he was a were-rat. What was so that one, then Dragon of Iceberg
Dragon
Peak.
of Iceberg Peak, and then wow, Brain, Swords and Sages, or were they were-jackals?
They were jackal wares.
But then we were attacked by were-rats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we had 3 were-rat moments. Yeah, no,
Oh my god.
and then for our big boy, we got a Merid, which is a water djinn.
A water djinn.
Oh, the face is actually really nice.
Why have you interrupted my my water? Are you peeing in my water?
You do not understand how many creatures pee in my... Yeah, that one was from the... Which one was that one from? That was Fang and Talons. Yeah, these booster packs are really cool, y'all, because they just have so many different miniatures. And the monsters of the multiverse, I'm sure everyone's familiar with Volos and Mordenkainen's Tomophos. It was basically a updated combination of those two together.
So I don't think we've ever discussed this on the channel. I actually like the Multiverse book. The way that they simplified the monster stat blocks. Mm-hmm. It is.
Oh, boo! I got a copy. We got a whammy.
It is. I don't know. It definitely makes it running it at the table so much easier than. Oh my god, there's 13 spells that this guy has. What do I do? And half of them are useless. Mm-hmm. So I like that. It's like, yeah, they have an attack spell and it does this. And then they've got some utility stuff.
And if you feel inclined to make them more complicated, you can. Oh, we did. Oh, we got a double whammy in this box.
I'm gonna go here. What is this? What is this guy?
A bugbear.
It's just a bugbear. That Morning Star though. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I should learn how to put them so it doesn't immediately turn to its ass. Look at that thing. That is awesome. WizKids should definitely send us booster packs to do this on the show. They should definitely do this. Mm-hmm. And please. I promise that if you do send us a booster brick, we will actually look at what's in them and do research, provided we have more than 4 hours to get ready for the stream.
Oh, did this one have?
Awesome bugbear. What else is in here? I just have to do this because my eyesight is terrible. Star Spawn Lava Mage. Let's see if I can turn it this way. No, right into it.
Yep, straight into the wormy booty.
No.
Look at all those wormy booties. Yeah.
Yeah, monsters.
Yeah, and then we got a double whammy in this box of a Catoblepus, the stinky.
Actually, a good question. Is the Monsters of the Multiverse out as a standalone book yet? Or is it just in the set?
I think it's a set. I think.
It's been a while.
March? Was that?
Monsters of the Multiverse. Let's see if it's out. I mean... Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's a book now.
We should probably get one for the studio. Yeah.
But yeah, and then we have another copy of a Deep Gnome here whose staff is a little straighter.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to go on a straight staff.
Ah, son of a bitch!
I'm gonna snatch a box right out of you.
No, we gotta break it up, man.
Yeah, break it up. Bring one out.
Oh, Icewind Dales.
Ooh, Icewind Dale. Maybe we'll get a Knuckle Hit Tribute.
Oh, I hope we get that one. That one's a cool looking one. Knucklehead True. Let's see. It released as a standalone. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I got it. I got it.
So, We got a big boy.
Oh, well, let's. Well, maybe we should do this one and kind of get that one prepped.
Oh, jeez.
It's so loud in here.
I know.
It's so loud in here.
It's just plastic.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, that's a stranger looking things monster. What is that?
Oh, the hungry hungry sorrow sworn. If I was Canadian, I could use that as an excuse.
Sorrow sworn, yeah. Eh?
But yeah, more Shadowfell creatures. They are wonky woo.
Let's see, what else do we have here? That's Dvart. So here's the problem. We only have one of these minis, and you just looking at that, you know, with that hairline, you need like
5 of them.
5 of them to come charging at you and wanting to do your accounting. All right, now this is the big boy out of here. This is the Howler.
Yeah, Mordenkainen really went into the devils, demons, and Shadowfell creatures. So.
Look at that. Ugh. I wonder what's in that sack.
That's its howling capability, which like creates frightened condition from very far away. Yeah. Trying to create a fun collection here of
Yuan-Ti.
Yuan-Ti. Oh, he's doing
Is it the Abomination?
Yeah, or
No.
Pitmaster.
Yes.
Yeah. He's doing the lean, just.
Do you think that's because it got bent?
Probably, yeah.
Get bent, yo.
Thank you for pointing out the fuzz. Appreciate it, Drew. So yeah, those were more Mordenkainen's Monsters of the Multiverse. We got our, Icewind Dale.
All right.
Specific ones. And
Durgar
Durgar Mindmaster,
Mindmaster.
another one. Oh, his eyes are, oof. His eyes are a little rough there. Kind of bugging out.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like his mouth is just like sticking out like this.
Yeah.
Hi there. I'm gonna just like rip open your brain.
Yeah,
It's okay.
We leave this one up for a long time. Yet the awesome Yuan-Ti, we're like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, he was doing the interesting little lean there.
Is this Jackal? Is this a were-jackal?
Oh no, that's a Reged tribe person, I believe.
I see.
No, Goliath.
Yeah, I did not see under the.
The hood.
You know, I don't have many Goliath minis, so.
Yeah. Favorite class / race you've never played?
Oh. That I've never played?
And we'll say 5e. We'll say 5e.
Okay. Well, I suppose class. So I've played a wizard, I've played a rogue, I've played a cleric, I've played a sorcerer. I've not played a barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to play a barbarian, I think I told this story in Icewind Dale. A noble who just got, his raging was that he would just lose his temper. And I'm like, that's just a rich asshole. I'm like, I can't play that character. It was like, at first glance, I'm like, yeah, that's a cool idea. I'm like, oh God, that's a terrible idea. That's awful. So and then I ended up with Donovan.
Donovan! Yeah. For me,
A doggo.
I almost make it a point to try other creatures. Race-wise, I think I'd be interested in... what race haven't I played? I haven't played an Eladrin, and I've always found those to be interesting because they have essentially like that Misty Step. But also, every long rest, they can change their season, and they're just pure elves are moody people. So it's like, I can be winter and super depressed, or I can be spring and super youthful, or I can be mature and fall. And it would just be the most annoying character to roleplay. Class-wise, of the 4 classes I haven't played, which are Cleric, Druid, Paladin, and Ranger.
Oh, I haven't played a Ranger either.
I think it would have to be Ranger, just because whenever I played World of Warcraft, I would always play Hunter and then have an animal companion. I've since moved away from that, but I always enjoy animal companions, which is contradictory to what happened in Dragon of Icespire Peak, because I never gave Inqua his animal companion. Yes, boo Hunters, because mechanically they were fucked. And we're 50 minutes in, it's fine. They were really messed up, but when you homebrew it to actually like give commands very similar to like summons, as opposed to spending a full action to say like send your wolf somewhere, then they get better and more interesting. But if it's rules as written, they are terrible.
Yeah. I would say right now I am playing my favorite character so far, and that is the GIF Paladin. Because I've never played a Paladin before, and I've never played a GIF before either. And it's just, I think it's fun to play a character like that. You know, that's just optimistic and sort of naive and good-hearted.
Yeah.
It's one of my only 5e lawful good characters.
And I think that's one of my reticence to play more religious geared towards characters. It's like chaotic is just really fun. It's really fun to do whatever the fuck you want and be like, it's part of my nature, but also storytelling wise here, y'all. Yeah. You gotta make sure it meshes.
It's almost like we built a whole channel around it.
Yep. It's in the name.
The big boy.
The big boy. This really is... It's almost as big as my head. Almost. But we got a frost troll. Or frost giant, excuse me.
Frost giant. That is not even going to fit on the wide. So we made the shot wider right before the stream.
Yeah, and it doesn't even fit. Damn, that's cool. That's cool. I'm saving this one for last because I just hope it's not bad.
Look at his face.
He's gonna squish somebody. But yeah.
I think the sculpts are, I mean, obviously it's a big sculpt, so you can really get a lot of detail in there, but that's a lot of great detail. Ooh, it's like a small box.
Yeah, Eberron apparently doesn't have any big boys. Yeah, I went for, ooh, that's fun.
Variety.
Yeah, let's see. Ooh, we got a player character look right here.
Oh, you know what I did not know about the starter set, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself? Is that and I only discovered this while looking up minis. The minis, the characters, the pre-gen characters are actually the D&D cartoon characters.
Oh.
So when I was like, oh, you should get the
starter set
minis, but I'm like, oh my god, it's the cartoon minis. I need to, and then I went to go get one and they didn't have it. I was just gonna buy that for myself. It's a good PC. What's that?
It's a raptor.
Oh.
So the person at the store that we were buying from, I was like, oh, I don't know which one I should grab. Oh, I don't want to grab Eberron. But then she was like, but what if you get a raptor? And I was like, oh shit, what if I do get a raptor?
So I need to give this to Seth. This is spoken for. This is going to Seth because his character in the Guild of the 5Es rides a dinosaur.
Oh, nice. Oh.
And right up its butt, just because that's how it works.
Just like paint a little X on it, like every comic book about butts. Cheesecake Fries asks, who has been your favorite NPC you've had in your campaign so far, and why?
Dave, for sure.
Which one?
Favorite NPC? I don't know. You're gonna have to go first.
That's an Iron Defender, which can be used for the Artificer class. So you got a robot doggy. Yeah. Oh. Which one have I had?
You had some good gnomes.
I did have some good gnomes. Fibblestib was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, what is his name? He had only a very brief appearance, but I like what he did in the first half. I didn't like what happened to him in the second half. But it was, oh gosh, it was the Tiefling boy in Ram of the Frostmane that you had a conversation with. He was a fun one to play.
The annoying shopkeep at the underground.
No. It was in where the black swords were, with Avarice and the big tiefling, the older tiefling was holding his.
Yeah.
Oh, and I look back at Rime of the Frostmaiden. That's not his name. I just choked like. Oh gosh. It started with. It was one of those tieflings that named themselves after virtues. Meek.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually really liked Meek for what he did.
Huh. Oh yeah.
Which is, I know, out of nowhere, but that's Ram of the Frostmaiden. I wish I had considered more about Rime of the Frostmaiden, because Oriel's story that I was able to conceive at the end was really cool, and if I was able to tie those elements in earlier, I think I would have enjoyed her as a final villain more.
I think that's an issue of not reading through the module.
Oh, I read through.
Oh, okay.
But it was just like, I don't know how this thing is going to end.
Yeah, because timing.
Yeah.
With Dragon Heist, it was weird because like the chapter that you choose is the villain. You know, the season that you choose is the villain, and nothing connects the first half to the second half. Mm-hmm. You as a DM have to do that ahead of time. So, you know, it wasn't until a number of sessions in where I actually got to reading that portion of the book. I'm like, oh, I have to shove this in now somewhere. Barnaby was fun. Barnabas was kind of fun. I am enjoying the Spymaster in Port Thoria, who just keeps fucking over the the characters. I think those are my two favorite.
Thank you. Mimi's always fun.
Oh yeah.
Mimi's a fun one. I do like Nyx was also fun, and if we're talking about our good old gnome friends. Yeah, I enjoyed Nyx as well. Yeah, Khalid was a fun character too. I really liked the characters that directly interacted with I really like characters that directly interacted with the player characters, because I felt like they were more interesting because of the interactions that happened with the players. Oh geez. Okay, so first question, we'll get to this one. Chaos Agents had guest players first season. Will you have more guest players this time around? And we'll stick this Gray Render as the big boy from this pack.
Gray Render's very fun. It's hard to tell. I mean, I think we don't get enough notice right now when we're going to be off, which I think is the biggest problem. And so we end up canceling shows rather than saying, hey, you know, somebody's going to be gone for X amount of time. Let's bring in somebody to fill in. So that's part of it. So that's why we haven't done many guest stars.
Oh, we got a broken one.
Broken.
Yeah, some glue could fix that easy. Oh, but they give us 5.
Oh.
That's cool.
What?
This one is the Ravenloft.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's creepy AF. That is. But what is... the gray render. But what is this? What is this? This is...
Ivana Dorosity.
Ivana drink some wine. That's a cool mini.
Yeah.
I could see Laura playing a character with that mini.
Yes. Oh, I mean, essentially,
that
that
is
was like...
Laura.
This is Vlad.
Oh, yes. It is Vlad.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, that is funny. That is Vlad. Totally normal human.
God, I can't read this one. What's this one? Wax replica. Yeah. But that's the unfortunate thing with right now. It's really hard to plan multiple days out. Mm-hmm. So if we want guest players, it's tricky.
So like Warren is out for 4 weeks. Obviously we can't play tomorrow, so we're gonna do the starter set. We're gonna the GIF Hippo returns tomorrow night. But I don't know what's happening the next couple. You know, what we end up doing. We might do some board games. We might try and squeeze it in. We have 5 on that show, so that we can go, you know, down to 4 without a problem. Although it is a big combat, so.
I like this one. This one's a ghost dancer. You were mentioning before, like the kinetic quality of a lot of these minis now are very strong. It's really awesome. From Pixel Rose, what are some of your favorite moments from Rime of the Frost Maiden? The final battle was fun. That was our first 6-hour foray, and it was just like getting through it.
Yeah, that was Did we pre-record that, or did we stream it?
Did we stream that for 6 hours straight? Yes, Ghost Fonzie, basically. Yeah, I think we streamed it.
Yeah,
I think it was just really fun. And then
honestly, I like the stuff when Tassi was there. Mm-hmm. I mean, not to, you know, I mean, his Amo is just really fun. Mm-hmm. He plays that very jovial, upbeat character who's kind of like along for the ride. And the fact that like he was gonna run for speaker in Goodmead, that's the dumb stuff I like. I also really like the fact that I didn't touch whatever killed people in that black cabin.
Yeah, the black cabin.
People are just touching shit? Why? Okay.
I will say Black Cabin was probably one of my favorites because it was just like that moment of like, oh shit, did we just die? And it's like, and we'll be right back. And I'm like, off camera, it's like, okay, so just so y'all know, you'll be able to like potentially come back to life, but you have to like actually do work. So that was really fun to like have that moment. And then the other fun moment of not touching things that I don't think you did was the Helm of Telepathy, but that was flavored to be like a squid that like, or a worm that just like into here and one into your head, and then you can do telepathy.
Was that in the book that way?
Yes.
Oh, gross.
Like it's supposed to be a Helm of Telepathy that's looks like a worm, and it's like.
All right. And did you read what this was?
No. Sorry. What is that?
It's an invisible.
Ivan did. Oh, same last name, I think.
Okay. Oh, is that why there's 5 in here? Because we got the lady and her baby, which is oh my god, it's Morty or Rick. I don't know the show.
I don't either.
Wait for it. It's Doc Brown. It's Morty.
But yeah,
that is not a baby. That is not a baby. That is an old creepy Rick. That's it.
Let's see, what else?
Oh, geez, Rick. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Oh, geez, Rick.
You know, I've never seen Rick and Morty. Should I watch an episode?
I cannot say because I didn't. I haven't. Is there? Yeah. Oh, and then I did like the end, the 6 episodes, because it was very just like, let's get moving. But but it had a good pace to it. While it didn't feel like, okay, so now the Charlatan Dragon's gonna attack and we gotta do this.
I thought I was a little bummed. I was bummed. I did not enjoy the fact that, okay, the dragon, there's nothing we can do against the dragon. And maybe that's not true, but that's what I felt. I felt like there was nothing we can do against the dragon. Screw it. 10 towns is dead.
Yeah, and that's also the hard thing. They're asking you to, and y'all mentioned it too, trying to save 10 towns is an endeavor in itself because they don't make the people likable.
Yeah.
They're like, almost everyone is distrustful of outside people and, excuse me, I'm choking on spit. They're distrustful of outside people and all of this stuff. So it's like, how do and this is me in hindsight, how do players actually give a shit about these towns?
Right.
And if you are planning on running around with the Frostmaiden, don't make all of them dicks. That's storytelling 101. But even then, there were some good people, but the towns overall were just not a place to save. Mm-hmm. Versus, let's say, in comparison, the only one I have is like Dragon of Icespire Peak, where it's like you had this festival with all these people, and that's, of course, why you want to save it, and you keep coming back to this as your home base. Versus 10 towns, where it's like you're at this town, you're at this town, you're at this town, and they're only little snapshots of people.
Gotcha. So this is a dust mephit. Mm-hmm. Cool little mephit. I didn't know dust was an element, but it's okay.
Which one is that? That one's Earth and Wind would be the mixture of that.
A dryad.
Oh, that's fun. Her face is a little whoop-a-boop.
Again, we're right there. Just
right there. Yeah, an ass man. I did see another question that was since. How big was the spit take when the season 2 spy master found out that the party has gone full pickle? From Tamago Tora.
I don't think we've seen. We haven't seen him. I don't know. I wonder if he actually saw it, or was he somewhere else? I think he probably was too concerned about the fact that the queen was there, or someone pretending to be the queen. Is this like a Duragar miner?
Duragar Hammerer. You guys fought some of these. They are essentially Duragar who have been subjected to an exoskeleton that keeps them alive, but they're always constantly screaming.
Yes.
Because it's torturing them as they. Ooh, what is that? As they are subjected to forever mining without actually living.
Yes.
So they're alive, but they're not living. So it's. Yeah, those guys are pretty gruesome.
All right.
Next, we have a standard hill giant, another big boy.
Oh, they modeled me. I'm only kidding. My arms are not that ripped.
Cocoon.
That's some short legs on that guy.
Yeah, the balancing on that. Well, that I get it why, because you gotta have that lower center of gravity when you have that much top heavy. Did you know they were going to pretend to be the queen? That's why he arranged the meeting with Queen.
I think so, but then I think everything went out the door when the queen was revealed to be a doppelganger, and there was really no pre-planning. I don't think that happened in the role play. I still think he's not around. That's what I think.
What is, from J Matthews 85, what is your wish list for D&D 5.5/6? Is there anything you would want to change from 5?
So, well, here's what I like about 5. And I wish that I had been able to experience it more than I have. Is the published modules is a fantastic way for D&D players to have a shared experience, right? So I've run Waterdeep Dragon Heist, so I can talk to other people about Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And looking at the modules and things that are out there, when I think about my childhood, we use modules almost exclusively. So my memories are of the modules, and I can talk to other people about those modules. Maybe not so well anymore than I could 20 years ago. But yeah, prestige classes were really good too. Those were fun in 3.5. Kind of like figuring out where you want to go and adding those abilities. I don't know. What do you think?
So my experience with D&D is 3.5 very briefly when I was young, 4, which was only for about half a year, and then 5, which has been the bulk of my D&D experience. One of the things that I love about 5e is that it is very accessible in terms of D&D as a tabletop role-playing game. I was able to get a few friends. Now, trying to have them create characters was hell. But
That's
yeah, pre-made characters for new players. Just do it. It will save you some time. But just like getting into it is just like, yeah, you roll the d20. Okay, cool. Okay, what do I do now? You roll damage. Oh, okay, cool. And it's simple, and yet I find it to be pretty flexible if you want to have a DM who's more about rule of cool or willing to have that flexibility. One thing I wish was different were weapons. They all feel the same.
yeah.
They're like the resistance wise, there isn't enough difference to be like, yes, I'll use my warhammer today versus my longsword. Or it's just like, of course I'm not going to use a short sword when I can use a rapier, because like mathematically it's better. Yeah. So I think that becomes a point for DMs to be like, okay, maybe you find a D6 dagger, so that way you can, and you would have to take the time to actually figure out why things are the way they are to be different. But as base, I wish there was honestly a customizable option, so that way it's like, oh, I want to use my dagger versus I want to use my short sword. So that way they are situational weapons versus I've had this short sword for the entire campaign and I've used it for the entire campaign. So yeah, that would be my one desire, is like in a written format, what are options that players and DMs could use to change it up a bit? Because that's the thing. 5e is so spell-centric, where it's like, that's where the power is, honestly. And yes, some subclasses and martial classes can mitigate that, but overall, the flexibility, utility, and power of spells supersedes all of that. So if there is a way for martial classes to have some oomph.
Yeah, I kind of feel that fighters and whatnot and martial classes are, it's the like abilities that you get. It's not so much the weapon. The weapon is just kind of like, like a rogue. Okay, so I use a rapier. It's all about the sneak attack. So the actual weapon damage is a small part of when you do something big and crazy, like smite or all of that stuff. What is this, a table or a...
Oh, God, what does that say? Poltergeist.
Oh, it's poltergeist, so it's just like a bunch of stuff floating.
Yeah.
I mean, the water is sloshing out of the out of the cup.
And the pitcher and the flame is askew from the candle. That's sick, yo. Yeah.
It's going backwards, though.
I made a supplemental
spinning the other way. Pathfinder. I played one game of Pathfinder 2. I had a 3rd level character. It was with the it was for a charity game, and as a 3rd level character, I had 7 feats, and it took me all day to build a character. It was ridiculous. So 5e was really great about that. I did enjoy, honestly, I really enjoyed when 4e came out and I read the player's handbooks and I was like, oh, this is like not good. That Pathfinder took off. Like, I actually was like, oh wow. I remember, because I was kind of out of it during 4th, because it just like meh, whatever. And going to a game store the first time after maybe a couple of years, and there were no D&D books on display. It was all Pathfinder at the time. And obviously now it's the opposite again, where D&D is everywhere, and Pathfinder's like, whatever, get the PDF.
Yeah, these are drow that have basically been cursed by a wolf.
Yeah. What are they called? I don't remember this.
Chitines. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
An evil one-time campaign.
Okay, so I've actually been thinking about this in the sense of I had a friend recommend me a book called Villains by Necessity. And it is basically that, villains who are villains by necessity. You have an evil rogue, you have an evil human rogue, you have an evil halfling like criminal at Swords and Sages. Well, here's the thing. I mean, are we? Dewey's not evil yet.
Not yet.
He hasn't gotten corrupted yet. Drow House Captain. Ooh, I will use that.
It's, it is weird that their drow are white.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I was looking at Netflix the other day and I was like, oh, Community. And it's like one episode of Community not available in this season.
Yeah.
Because
the
Chang went as a drow for the D&D game. That's...
And like it purposefully pokes fun at that joke. So I don't know, I don't think that episode should have been taken out.
No.
Honestly. No.
What the hell is this?
Ooh, they're like, they're scorpion people. They are nasty. They will fuck you up. Talin Kali. Yeah. Would anyone be open to? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's tricky because and again, this is on my own prejudice for people. When you allow people to be evil, it's almost a do whatever the fuck you want campaign, which I personally disapprove of immensely, of like the murder hobo playstyle. If you have murder hobo playstyle, that's cool. I love story, but when you go into an all evil campaign, and I think it would work with QNC because where a lot of people are story driven. But yeah, it's just like it would be an exercise in restraint of knowing what actually makes someone evil versus like, oh, I'm just gonna murder everybody.
Well, it's selfishness is one way. I don't know. What do you what is this?
This one is Emerald Dragon Wormly. So yeah, this one is
first gem dragon I have ever gotten.
Yeah, I like the translucency. It's really cool.
So Solari, I think, would have ended up an evil campaign. And that's part of the reason why it was stopped. And maybe, maybe we would have not actually been evil, but we were working for the evil people. And, being basically duped. So it was it was as a story, we were kind of like, I think we want something different.
Deep Dragon Wormling.
Oh, 2 dragons! I got 2 dragons in that booster box. My goodness.
Oh yeah,
But they're
because that
tiny
one
little.
is the Fizbin's Treasury of Dragons, which I am. I'm a sucker for dragons.
Take up a lot of room.
They do. Then we got whoa, this one's cool.
Catfolk Wilder.
Oh no, Dragonborn of Tiamat.
Oh. Ah.
Yeah, good. I would say that.
You know what? That's a mini that could have been in use for the very first module that they put out, Horde of the Dragon Queen. Mm-hmm. Actually, I wonder if they had that mini. It was weird because it was a half dragon. Because it was like not a player character.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, this one's thin. I don't want to fuck it up. Fuck. Last box.
Oh, last box.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're good. This one is a metallic peacekeeper.
For that evil campaign.
It's really thin.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. I like that.
What type of, was that out of Fizbins?
Of Fizbins, yeah.
Huh. That is a weird one.
It almost looks like the characters from, what's it called? Strixhaven.
So, GDS is kind of an evil campaign. That is true, Tamagotora. But that's also a thing where I'm like, there's no way to win at Cthulhu. Like, and winning at D&D is having fun and saving the day. Mm-hmm. There's no way to win in Cthulhu. It's a slog until you've gone insane.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just the way that Ezra runs the game. But, I am really enjoying the starter set. I don't know if that's just... Partly, too, the starter set is really fun because it's just... We know what it is, right? Mm-hmm. We're not getting bogged down in stuff that we don't care about. One of the first modules that came out during the transition for 5e, D&D Next, was Murder in Baldur's Gate. And it's like faction this and faction that, and who are you gonna side with, and you're getting shaken down at the gates because it's Baldur's Gate, and it's just, yeah. I think I was running it, and I think Amy's like, I don't care about any of this crap. I want to leave this town. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, okay. Why are we? Okay, yeah, there's a god, the god of death coming back. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I think it also depends. A lost sword. Oh, these ones. Lost
sword. Right there. Right there.
Sorrow. Nope. Sorrow. We got it. Lost.
Sorrow Sworn.
What he said. Sorrow Sworn. There we go. I just had to say it slow. Yeah. Yeah, and then we got an extra drow.
All right.
But then we have a Darrow.
Oh, another Darrow. And right on its face. Finally.
There we go.
The penultimate miniature. Oh my gosh. Dark but holy.
Dark but holy.
They're definitely at a 30-second delay.
Yeah. Evil campaigns. Yeah, it would be a tricky thing to run. You just have to make sure you're... I think also with Cthulhu and anything not standard to what the game sets out to be, you do have to make sure it's understood by the players.
Yeah.
Because like with Dungeons and Dragons, and Ezra has talked about this a lot on After Darks for Swords and Sages. It's high fantasy, and you are supposed to be the heroes that save the day. Versus Cthulhu, it's like, you're gonna go insane, and you're likely going to die. Attachment not necessary sometimes.
And that's why Delta Green is a very interesting system in the fact that, hey, yeah, you are facing all of this stuff and it has traumatized you in the past, but you are in a position to do something about it. And maybe you're working for the wrong team. Maybe you're working for the right team. There's teams, but also you're trying to keep this from, regular people getting killed.
Versus like Call of Cthulhu being the regular person who's like, oh, it's like you are you in the midst of it get the trauma.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like other D&D settings too, it's like Dark Sun is heavy metal cover art where it's gonna be bonkers as fuck.
What do you think Avernus was sort of a? Because with Descent into Avernus, when you got your vehicles and stuff, those were powered by souls. I think that's probably an potential evil campaign.
So yeah, I think it can happen. Evil campaign with each character based on a villain from an approved movie. We ain't gonna get anything approved from here at Worth Bomb. We can riff off of things. Like I'll be Druella Cavill. Give me your puppies. I will skin them and wear them as a coat. Full Pickle encounters version of themselves with goatees and eye patches. That's an option.
That what if the Catty Cats? There's another rival strip club that's all doppelgangers. And they saw how good this happened, that they start going on tour as the Full Pickle. And now their reputation is such that like they eat people, after a show, and they're just monsters.
Ooh, and it's like this creepy hedonistic like after party where it's like, hey, you can come meet Haldor, and then Haldor's face just goes. Yeah. Lion King, Scar. That's not a copyrighted name. I could just be a character named Scar. First time chat. Hello, Kazuma Ryuk. With an evil PC session, do you think having DMPCs to counteract the PC's villains?
NPCs. I think they're just. Just like now, where you have NPC villains, you would just have NPC good guys. That would be.
I think the question is, would you have a character in the group with the DMPC to counteract them? And personally, no, because it's like if you are going to run an evil campaign, you should let them be evil, which is kind of contradictory to what I just said. But it's like if it's an evil campaign, you let them be evil, and you make sure. Well, it's to your taste again. It's all a conversation, communication.
Yeah,
communication. A la Rick Flag from the Suicide Squad. If you want to add a Rick Flag into the group, or let someone be a Rick Flag, but then it becomes the Suicide Squad scenario where you would have to have a higher force making sure that the evil people are doing good. Because then they could easily make sure that the Rick Flag character is sidelined or mitigated or even just killed. Yeah.
I think that D&D, at its very essence of get together, sit around a table, and have fun. Us on a stream, we're a little different in that, we really get into character backstory and story and why we're doing things and revealing. And like home games, for me at least, are kind of uncover the plot, figure out what's going on, save the day. And, so to me, that's kind of what D&D is.
Yeah.
This version of D&D on the channel is a bit different. I was going to do a murder mystery.
And then we got Full Pickle. Speaking of the Full Pickle, are they ready for regionals?
What we need is Eurovision. There needs to be a Faerun vision.
Well, when we did, what was it, when Ezra ran his only D&D one-shot, it was essentially...
Eurovision.
Yeah, Eurovision. Yeah. Import mayhem, everyone else makes the evilest characters they can think of. Okay, so...
Well, I think you have that.
Yeah, with Nat 1, the way that started off, everyone except for Mayhem was fucking murder hungry.
Yeah.
Like, we had Maya, Natrix, and Sen, and they were all, like, we didn't talk about our characters together prior, so it's like, so we all come in and we're all like hardened from the streets, we kill people, and then at least for me, I realized it's like, oh shit, we're all kind of the same character for a moment. Let's shift a bit in terms of personality, because if you watch that first episode, we straight up murder those pirates so quickly without batting an eye, and Mayhem's like, oh god, am I on the right ship? I don't know. And it's like, that was so close to being an evil campaign.
Yeah.
And then
I think, Rhea joining as well was kind of that, neutral mitigating force.
Yeah.
Until, her character was just like, teenager, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. That's the other thing. We're all teenagers, and Maya was our adult figure, which... questionable. And then we have Vivi coming in, who's only 24, still dealing with a bunch of teenagers. We're all hormonal and don't understand how the world works. So yeah, that was the closest probably to being an evil campaign.
So in essence...
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Natrix is 24.
Natrix is naked all the time. You would think you would be cold. When I wear a short sleeve shirt, I feel like exposed because I'm used to wearing long sleeve shirts.
Well, she's a tiefling though. She's got a little bit of the hell's burning.
Yeah.
The Hefner. I like the darkness from the original episode. Yeah, it's teenagers are evil. Yes. Yes.
They chopped up a prostitute and put her in a bag of holding.
Yeah, it's
they.
Yeah. It's a balancing act in terms of, because like speaking for Icewind Dale, it's like that's supposed to be a horror campaign. It's supposed to be, and the thing that creeped them out the most was a fucking brain slug.
Yeah,
that's it.
I think we didn't there was a lot of, and it would have been too depressing if you would have done a lot of the you're cold, it's so cold, you're always cold, and you have to make checks, and that would just get annoying. We'd be like, well then let's just not go anywhere, let's sit by the fire. Exactly.
Can you put the retriever? Oh, well, before we put the retriever back, we have our final model here. We have our Orthon, which is a devil hunter. As in, it's a hunter that's of a devil.
Crotch shot.
Crotch shot. And straight to the booty. These guys are really cool because they, very similar to the retrievers, they hunt people down, and their arrows, similar to what you said, Andrea, of the Burbs, they have special arrows that can do different things.
You know what I'm looking forward to? The Spelljammer minis.
Yo.
Because there's going to be some GIF.
Giant hamsters.
There's going to be some GIF in there. And not the ones that I just... So I think the GIF I got off of Thingiverse, maybe. But.
Yeah, so there's the retriever. Fun character. Jay Matthews wonders, what is our favorite mini of the night?
I mean, is it because it's the biggest? So, okay, I've got two that I really like for different reasons. One, we'll just do this because it's insane. It's just insane. I mean, look at the size of it, and if you were to put that on the battlefield, especially you're in tunnels and there's like you can't see it from here, but the set from Dragons of Stormwreck Isle is over there. It would take up a 15-foot passage. This thing, I mean, it is huge. I mean, technically, it is a huge mini. And it's so huge, it made the thing stop and go the other way.
Yeah.
Look at that satchel.
Now the steer is fun.
And then, okay. Oh my God. How could we forget that?
Yeah,
one?
no, this one, just because I wasn't expecting it, and to you, Jay Matthews, for sure, the Mimic Outhouse is so cool. Because it, again, that dynamicism, you can open the door.
Yeah, the door opens and closes.
And it's right there. It's so cool. So that's one of my favorites. And this isn't...
That's my other one. When I said there was two, that was the other one.
Yeah, this is my second favorite one. The Lizard Folk Warrior, Barbarian. It's just... It even has personality in it. You can see the way it's posed and the facial features compared to other like humanoid-esque sculptures. It's got the ferocity in there, and it's so cool to see how minis have progressed in the time since when I had some minis. So it's really cool to see that.
Look at the those aren't spears. What are the
Javs.
Javelins? Yeah, look at the javelins. That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
And he's got his like fist balled up, screaming.
Yeah. But yeah, what was it? Kazuma, yeah, that's the thing. I basically gave them cold weather gear for Icewind Dales to make sure we're not doing those checks all the time because, yeah, it's one of the things that I think about in storytelling for these purposes as well, for the purposes of a streamed event. It is draining to always have to be on a depressing level. So you need to find ways to put in the levity. And honestly, those dramatic moments ring more true and hit heavier when they are sandwiched and supported by lighter moments. Because if it's always dark, then you look for the humor to lighten things up. But then you have to make sure your players are ready for that, which staying in that mode for an extended period of time is, yeah, it takes a lot of energy to do.
What was that? What's that thing? The Night Walker, or what thing had the lantern face?
Lantern face. Oh, Cold Walkers.
Yes, I think the first time that we saw those was scary because I think we knew right away it was out of our level, and that to me was actually a scary moment.
Oh, okay.
When we hit that thing, we're like, what do we do? Like, because the wind was coming, we had to hunker down, and this thing was coming at us.
Yeah.
So that was a horror element in that actually I felt. Whereas the giant fight was comedic because the Sahara was running 300 feet across the battlefield doing crazy shit.
And I'm like, you can go off the map. Keep track of your distance from me, please. Yeah, and again, it's that balance. So, yeah, it's tricky.
Heavy armor. So Tamago Torres says a homebrew item for Haldor: heavy armor that is enchanted to be able to turn transparent.
So that the pickle can be shown without removing the armor.
Oh my gosh. Or breakaway armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Breakaway pants are so cool.
Still takes you 10 minutes to put it on.
Yes.
But it's an action to remove it.
Because, okay, breakaway pants, they're actually like little buttons that you have to do all the way down. Yeah, it takes about 10 minutes.
I think, oh my God, I'm gonna add that to the perfect fit in the armor section. Breakaway. as an action, you can remove this armor, which might be cool for like.
Oh, if it's a heavy armor, that would be
Yeah.
really nice for stealth.
Yeah.
So there's actually Velcro. Yes, Velcro and snaps.
Also, you have like.
Have
like
they
a
made
thunder
a
wave.
monster using a lantern's fish's face with arms and legs? I don't think they've made a monster like that. I know for Critical Role, what was it? Matt Mercer used a Kingdom Death mini, which had a baby face and an elephant body and no butthole, but also a little anglerfish bobble that was really creepy. Oh, and the teeth opened like this, and we're
Sideways.
yeah. So that's the closest thing I can think of that has been used, but it was a homebrew thing for Critical Role. I remember. Yeah.
Another scorpion.
Yeah. As a DM from Cheesecake Fries, what are your favorite characters you've DM'd? Not nor players, but characters like classes and races. It can be a home game and not a show. Just curious.
That's a good question. I honestly liked, again, this is kind of an NPC, but I liked Bunny the Bugbear. The Bunny the depressed bugbear. Who, so in the module, there's a bugbear that's like guarding this passage. And they, he was encountered and they're like, hey, you want to go? I said, okay. Yeah, I'll take you there.
Cool. Yeah, got nothing else to do. I think oh god, I forget his name, but his first name was Augustus. He was the talking crab in Dragon of Ice Fire Peak. He's just so annoying, but I love the voice. And I've specifically tried to make him as useful as possible so that way Inqua would actually take an animal companion. Like, there are multiple times I'm like, here, have a badger. Here, have a crab. Here, have, I don't know, a giant cat. And none of them Inqua would take. And then Mimi, I was like, it's already like the last 4 episodes. We're going to have Mimi come in and be a Quokka.
Yeah. I don't think Matt knew that you were trying to give him...
I know. But it's like... very similar to like Isolt's oath thing. I'm not just like, an animal's not just gonna appear out of nowhere. You gotta go and get your animal.
Right.
So I'm like, here's an animal, and he kept saying no, essentially. And it was so, and the badger, hey Nick. And then the badger, I looked up like, what is the best animal companion for a hunter ranger or a beastmaster ranger? And people said, a badger, like a giant badger, is really good because of the attacks it can do. I was like, here, have a giant badger. And then Inqua had the terrible animal handling check and it bit him on the end. And he's like, die! Boom! I'm like...
There's a mini over there that we did not put on the Spider wallet.
Oh, thank you.
I just see this disgusting blob over there.
The ochre jelly. I completely forgot about that. So we did buy Kazuma. We did buy a brick of the Monsters of the Multiverse, which would get you 32 minis, and that one has 50 of them. So not including whammies, which we got 1, 2, 3. We only got 3 whammies out of the whole. Or four whammies, which isn't too bad.
Couple of dolphins,
couple of deep gnomes, couple of, catoblepus, and 2 drow peeps. But yeah. Yeah, any enemy types from I keep forgetting to say the name. Tamagotora, any enemy types that you've been meaning to use but haven't gotten a chance to. Celestials. Like, lawful good characters, sometimes not very good. And Celestials would be so fun to be on the opposite side of for characters.
I think more undead, more unusual undead. There's not enough wraiths and specters that have been in my campaigns. You know, where the full pickle goes after this arc is they're going to explore the world of Darylin, because there is basically, you know, the story, they're going to get a mission, and that mission is going to take them to all over the continent doing different things. So they're going to encounter a lot of different places and a lot of different possible things. In fact, they're going to, I don't know, there's a settlement in Spectacular Settlements where they will end up. But I don't want to give too much away.
Go to Nord Games, get yourself a Spectacular Settlements book, and see if you can find out what the thing is. Figure it out before the players do.
It'll be heavily modified. I think that was one of the first ones where I was, I was like, oh my god, I gotta write 5,000 words? And then I'm like, here you go, Andrew. It's like, we need 500 words.
Oh.
Okay. I'll just,
It's a nice
I'll take
settlement.
this off, and I'll take all of this stuff out.
It has a nice library. From Andre of the Burbs, what big bad would you put against each of QNC's players?
I can tell you right now that whatever Bo's character is, he will face a mirror image of that character. Because it's the only way that I can compete with his min-maxing. So Bo will get Bo. I mean, that's kind of why I made oh god, what was the name of that halfling? Who's basically like everything Remy could do, Kipling could do. I'm just like, but he was like one level back.
Yeah.
Who else gets bad? What kind of
Bad.
like a puzzle trap could fool Aaron?
Just throw math at Aaron, and it's like, you have to solve this without anything. That will be
A door with a puzzle on it.
That'll be Aaron's big bad. This is specifically for Natrix. Going into a restaurant where no shoes, no shirt, no service. For Kelly, the big bad would be a cat cafe. She wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm just pointing out personal flaws.
What would your big bad be?
What would my big bad be? Myself. Because what goes on in this brain, y'all, he's a mean bastard sometimes. No, actually, what would be my big bad? A desk job. A desk job, straight up. I've been saying that since I was 5. I'm not going to be in a desk job.
So when I was making the backstory for Undar, I was considering 2 options. Essentially the same thing, right? So he was on a ship that blew up, and I didn't know if the ship was the Foxy Irregulars and Andraste that came in and blew up the ship. Or if it was Sebastian, because the mercenary pirates, they're pirate adjacent enough to be where, like, yeah, maybe just Sebastian just blew them up. So that was going to be my one of 2 like things that he was trying to figure out at the Oracle, and Tiana was game for being in the Foxy Irregular, so I thought that was worth a while to do. He's a lot of fun.
Glad to hear. I'll get to watch a little bit tomorrow.
What about Warren? Oh,
Warren,
Troll?
no, capitalism winning. The richest person just coming in and be like, you can't do shit. Can't do shit.
I bribed the guards. You are going to jail.
By the way, I saw Kazuma, you're running your first campaign in October. Congratulations. I hope it goes well for you and that you have a lot of fun.
Nice. There was also Tamagotora, what is the title of the first QNC sourcebook? My document, I will say, is The Explorer's Guide to Darylin. That's what I called it because that was like sort of in vogue. So maybe that happens. I don't know if it will or not because it's kind of rambling. It's not put together well. It's just my rambling writings of like, oh, this would be cool, that'd be cool, this would be cool. And maybe as we actually go and explore and uncover and I get to flesh out areas, maybe then it actually will be a thing. I still would love Bo to make Resmore.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's so much. I think that they've all, he and his brother have done all of that lore and all of that work that I don't know if it's just somebody helping to kind of like put it together. But I know that the content, there's so much content there, that there's so much detail that it would be great to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, as someone who's playing in it, there is a lot of attention to detail. So it's I can see it being a very not hard thing to. I mean, it would be hard to put together, but the content is there. As someone who's been playing in it,
I mean, the world building is so much further more along than Darylin, and we'll finish before Resmore, because I'll just make it up. This is gonna be like me having to like read the the recaps that Ben does. And like, what happened? Okay, I gotta put that into my document here that I made up the day before or whatever, because that's what happens.
So this is going to be a question for you, also a Tomoko Tora question. Do we think Ruckus ever sat his bag animals down and explained what happened to Icewind?
I think he just ghosted him. I think he just is like, what are you talking about? Oh, the sphere of annihilation. That was a good moment. I think Aaron almost jumped Ruckus into that, and it was. So in Tomb of Horrors, at the end of the first hallway, is this
the mouth.
Yeah. And when I was a kid playing this module, I jumped into the mouth. And my brother's like,
"You're dead."
You're dead. I'm like, no. Don't I come out like in a? Maybe it comes out into a cave or a ridge of some sort. He's like, no, you're dead. And we're like, oh, we want to play Axis and Allies for 6 hours? Yeah. Okay.
That's why you like playing Axis.
Yeah.
He plays a lot.
I do. Matt and I play. We have at least 2 games running at any time. I like it when we are on the same team against the computer. I think that's a lot of fun. We usually have one game where we're together and one game where we are competing against each other, and those are less fun when you are either losing really bad or winning really well. It's like, But Axis and Allies is a lot of fun. And, if anybody out there is on Axis and Allies 1942 online, we will hit us up and we will add you to our friends so we can have each one of us play one of the allies. Or 5 against 5. Well, 2 against 3.
Oh, Civ. Oof.
The Hefner probably sees me jumping on Steam all the time. Because I do jump, like this morning. I'm like, oh, it's 8. I'm like, it's before work. And then 9 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, oh, I gotta get to work. Yeah.
I woke up at 9 today.
What time did I get up? 6:30.
Nice. I want to be somebody who wakes up early, but there are certain obligations called a partner who stays up later, and chatting with them needs to happen at night. And so...
Oh, the Hef has not been up before 10 in like 10 years. That's funny.
I'm a morning person for sure. Like, it's so much easier to get shit done when I wake up earlier. Like, the moment I wake up and I see that other things are happening, I'm like, well, I'm behind on the day. Oof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It kind of sucks, though, because, Sunday is the only day that I have, like Amy and I have, that we don't have to be somewhere. Mm-hmm. And still, it's like, the dog at 6:30 is like, well, we got to go. Get up. We get up every day at 6:30. Let's go. I'm like,
See, I'm over here. I wouldn't mind that. I love being able to, like, have that schedule of being, which is why I love doing. So Thomas brought me on to help film some commercial gigs sometimes, and we're gonna have a big one coming up. I'm super excited. For a month long, I have to go to bed at 9 or I'm gonna fuck up my job. It's gonna be great. Yes. I'm so excited for that. To be able to wake up at 9 and get up at 5 and just go and do my day.
Says someone who, so I will get up at 5, go do the day, be here until midnight on Monday, be here until midnight on Tuesday, then finally have
day off on Monday.
So yeah, it's gonna be rough. September is going to be rough around here. I have a feeling we're gonna do shorter episodes. We're gonna be like, it's 9:30. Let's wrap this thing up.
Well, I'm okay with doing that as long as we start at 7, so that way we can at least have 2 hours of playtime.
Mm-hmm. Starting at 6 is really awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, and some people's jobs are more
get out
demanding.
at 5, so it's like you show up and you're like, okay, time to sit down and we play a game. When you're just like, I want to talk with people for a moment, please.
Yeah, I mean that board games. That's why board games can start early, because it's not like just go.
Andrea of the Burbs, I love it when Q&C starts before 7 too. I'm ready to start at 7. No shade, but I'm ready to start at 7.
There's some, and you have a long commute. There's other people with even longer commutes.
Well, that's the thing. Also, because I work in the theater often, Mondays are my weekend.
Right.
So it's just like, wow, okay, it's 4 o'clock. Let's start making the drive down. I beat Van Aloswin in terms of commute. Mm-hmm. Okay, I drive from Concord, California, down to the studio. Luckily, I have the 680 that just makes it a straight shot and I don't have to deal with traffic. But yeah, me and the 680 are very intimate. I know how to drive that so quickly. Stay in the right lanes. It's counterintuitive, but stay in the right lanes during traffic. It's weird.
I think the last time I went to Concord, I got halfway there, and I'm like, am I not fucking there yet? I'm like, I can't imagine doing this every day.
Yeah. That's why for the gig, the gig happens to be down in South Bay. I get an Airbnb because there's no way in hell I'm driving that every day because my car will kill me. Mm-hmm. I'm used to being interactive in evening and nights due to work in theater, and that's just when I'm a bit more. Also, I'm telling you. Yeah, no. As I've gotten older, I like mornings, and I like going to bed before 12. It's weird.
I go to bed early. So actually, Amy goes to bed early. I stay up, and then I go to bed.
Yeah. Oh, Andre of the Burbs, yes. Older in quotes. I got a new driver's license, y'all.
Oh, it's not the vertical.
It is no longer vertical, but these are 8 years apart. We got the close-up shot. We're gonna put these right next to each other and cover my info. Which one's older?
Which one's stoned?
These are 8 years apart, y'all.
Jeez. I'd say the one where your tan is. I don't know. My God, I don't know.
Yeah, no, the one. Yeah, no, there we go. Tan one is this past month. This one was 8 years ago.
Jeez.
I was not stoned, which is funny because it was taken up in Washington State, which was known back then as the place where you got the weeds. My body's a temple. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't wrap my hair. I get ill from one cigarette.
I started to drink NA beer, and that's been better for my mornings.
Drinking beer in the morning?
Non-alcoholic beer in the evenings makes the mornings better.
Well, yeah.
As opposed to alcoholic beer.
Yeah. It's going to massively change again in like 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap it up. For the night. Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys have been awesome.
Questions?
Andrew the Burbs,
thank you.
all the way through chat, all this time. Thank you for honestly, thanks for everything you do for the channel, because it is a lot, and you support us. You bring dice to give away on Cthulhu. It's just super awesome. So thanks for being here. Thank you, Drew, behind the thing, for being here tonight. Switching up. Like every time I'd take a mini off, he'd pull it away. He's like on point.
Yeah.
So.
And before y'all leave, quick announcement: we're gonna do a 4-shot of Operation Save Inqua, and that's gonna be coming around sometime soonish. Yeah. So thank you all so much for giving us your questions. I think we answered all of them. So appreciate y'all for stopping by. And
we are here tomorrow night for Dragons of Stormwreck Isle.
Yes.
It is not Dragons of Shipwreck Isle. Like in character, we say all the time. That was a comment on YouTube. Like I cringe every time they say Shipwreck Isle because it's Stormwreck Isle. But we're gonna be back.
Will it be a Tuesday, Saturday this week for?
Cthulhu's back on Saturday.
Back on Saturday. Okay.
This just happened to coincide. So everybody but Christy is here on Tuesdays. So we're like, Christy, are you available on Tuesday? And she was. So we can fill in because Chaos Agents is going to be gone because we'd be down 2 people, and that's just. We'd be down 1 person, and 1 person would be on a screen. So. We figure better just to do something else, and we're gonna do that because it's a lot of fun. Tiana's DMing a fantastic adventure again, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So these are all the minis we got from all the boxes that we unboxed. We answered the questions. Christy's awesome. Tiana's awesome. Shipwreck Isle.
Stormwreck Isle.
Is a fantastic place for a vacation. Very true. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow. For Stormwreck Isle. Get that TPK.